That smile is so big right now.
Her smiling.
Mm-hmm. Feels good. To be warm and not be bitten by mosquitoes. What a mess we have here. It's honestly a wonder that all of this fits in our packs.
She works with you.
Did you ever think you'd eat donuts with a spoon?
Mm-mm. It was your idea.
It's a good one though when they get all mashed up, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Things you do on the trail that you wouldn't in real life. Oh, Vance, I'm so glad we could share this moment together. That was a valiant attempt to cover it. Wait. Wait.
Yeah.
You don't like getting left, huh? She's worried about you. She's coming to make sure that you get across safely.
Fannie Mae, I am okay.
You are wearing yourself out. You're doing a lot more miles today. I know, they're tearing you up. Come here, lay down. Lay down, come here. Good girl. I don't even care if it gets on the dirt. We're just gonna make sure that you're not.
Yeah, it's gonna get washed anyway.
Total Recall, isn't that the one? Yeah. Where he's like, ah,
I think so.
because of the mosquitoes on Mars. I mean, this is a lack of oxygen on Mars. I mean, this makes you want to hike. I mean, they can probably stick their little pokers through this, but getting it through this and the hair is like...
Oh my God.
You know, they're tough to tolerate.
Yes.
They are.
Yeah, I was like, if we stop to take a break, we're going to have to put a blanket on her to...
Exactly.
To keep
I have
them
a hat that's got a bug net, and I didn't bring it for this stretch, so.
Oh, yes.
Come to the dark side. We had heard from some section hikers who were going northbound that this area was going to be pretty mosquito ridden, and boy were they right. But it makes sense because there are a lot of little lakes around here, and stagnant water breeds mosquitoes. We made it to White Pass. There is the highway we just crossed. Here is the parking area where in 2017 Milestone's boyfriend's mom came and picked us up to take us up towards Snoqualmie Pass. So once I touch over here on this little bridge, footsteps are complete. Boom. In 2017, the north end of one of the fire closures began right here at the trailhead, and me and Perk and Milestone went that direction north. And today I'm hiking from this random dirt road southbound that way, 16.8 miles. And both ends were a little hard to access, the northern end of the closure area and the southern end. So I decided logistically to save time, because we are getting kind of short on time, to have Mom drop me off at one end and then pick me up at the other. And I'm hoping to knock it all out today. I'm just so excited that once I knock out this stretch, I'm done with Washington, I'm done with California, and I'll just have 4 more closure areas in Oregon, and then my footsteps will be connected. I know that on the CDT for sure, while I was hiking, and maybe even when I was through hiking the PCT, I have been thinking about this. And you know, folks are always trying to do something different when they through hike, or folks remember the first man or woman to do a through hike, or you know, there are blind folks who have done it. But I'm just wondering if anybody has ever thought about, or if anybody ever will do a through hike on their hands. I mean, it would be so difficult, but there are folks who are really good at walking on their hands, right? So, and I mean, would that kill you, being upside down that much and having blood rush to your head? Would you have to, you know, strategically plan and do flip-flops because it'd take you much longer? I don't know. I know that's, like I said, absolutely ridiculous, but it's something that I have thought about several times while hiking, and so I just thought that I'd share the ridiculousness that can go through folks' minds out here. So, when are you due? Oh, Lord. I just got done with a quick tinkle break, and I grabbed up my trekking poles and got ready to truck on, because I'm less than 6 miles out now. And I was like, why is the little handle and strap of my trekking pole wet? Like, what in the world would have gotten it wet? I peed on it. I definitely had some pee get on it, and that is why you don't allow people to stick their grimy hands in your chip bags or whatever other snacks you have while you're out on trail, because you just don't know what's been on them. I remember when we were in this area in 2017 and it was pretty late and it was dark and we had not hiked to the south end of this closure area, so where I'm hiking to right now, and we could see fires in the distance because they glow so brightly in the dark. And I just remember that was always very eerie when you could see them at night, because you didn't know if that was one spreading or a new one, or you know, something coming your way, or if it was something that was contained and totally fine. And that's just part of the adventure when you hike in areas that have wildfires. But it's a completely different place now. I mean, it's actually the same place, it just has a very different feel now. When Mom was dropping me off at the trailhead, I had just started down the trail and I ran into this couple that was section hiking, and they said, "Do you have a mosquito net for your head, because the mosquitoes are really bad in this section?" And I said no, and they were like, "Well, take one of ours, because you know, we really think that you're gonna want it." And I said, "Well, aren't y'all gonna need it?" And they said they were planning to hitch to town from the road that Mom had just dropped me at. And I said, "Oh no, I don't know that you're gonna get a hitch. I mean, eventually somebody would come by, but I was like, my mom is still sitting right there and I'm sure she won't mind taking you to Trout Lake to get some food. So how nice of them to give me a bug net, you know, because they were just like, you're really gonna want this." And then it just felt good to me that, you know, I'm not the one driving them to Trout Lake, but that my mom was able to, you know, kind of help me pay it forward for, I mean, hitches we've gotten on the trail since we've been out here doing fire closures, but also all the things that, you know, I've been helped with in the past. So I know that Mom was really glad to be able to help them. And then just a few minutes ago, I got a message from my mom on the InReach saying that she had gotten those folks to Trout Lake just fine, and actually picked up another hiker and took them to Stevenson, Washington. So she's just being quite the little trail angel today, which I think is great, because when I was on the Appalachian Trail, she was real leery about me hitchhiking. But I told her, I was like, if you lived in one of these trail communities, I'm sure you would pick up hikers too to help them out, especially knowing that I've done it, people have helped me. And she was like, I don't know, but you know, fast forward 4 years later and her having to hitchhike and rely on kindness, and now she's handed it out too. And I just love it. I'm just glad she's gotten to experience what a giving and kind community the hiker community is, because you can tell somebody about it, but until you experience it yourself, you just really can't understand. There is the road. So this would have been the area that said closed. And I have officially completed Washington. There they are. Woo! Washington is complete. May